Greetings, the Bard here. I'm going to show you how to successfully purge a sanctuary in Sultan Sanctuary so that you can set up your own religion sanctuary. So I'm only level 36, and I've seen people really struggling with this with even like level 80 characters. So I thought I'd show some tips on how to do it at a lower level, because it's really annoying not being able to put down your own NPCs and get full access to all the crafting and merchandise. So, as you can see, I'm wearing the Doppelsoldier armor at level 1. I'm using the starting Knight shield at level 2. I'm using a Mossy Charm and a Pale Charm. Pale Charm for my mace and the Mossy Charm for my two-handed weapon. I'm using some rings that give me some increased endurance, well, willpower, and protection. Let's see. I'm also using the flanged mace. I've upgraded to 3. It's a class 0 hammer, so any character class should be able to use this, and you should be able to find one pretty early in the game, or you can purchase one. Now you need a stained page. You can purchase this from this hobo merchant in the upper levels of the Festering Banquet, the first area, after defeating the Sodden Knight. You need to equip it, walk up to the sanctuary you want to purge, and press the right button when prompted. And you have to kill any NPCs of the former faction. This guy's fast. Then switch to your blunt weapon and shield. The key is to defeat these Sanctuary Guardians using parry. And what you want to do is not get hit like I just did by the mage. You want to try to separate the mage from the knight, the guardian. Your attacks with a blunt weapon will stun the mage, preventing them from casting their spells. Not doing too good this time. Okay. As you can see, if you hit him with some mace, he stops his spell casting. I'm trying to get the mage and the guy with the poleaxe separated. This is not good. Well, that was how not to do it. You are pretty much guaranteed to get beaten a few times, even if you do this the right way. Now, the key to using the parry is to be attacking with a blunt weapon. I'll just skip ahead to... Sorry about that. I'll just skip ahead to when I'm back at the sanctuary. So you need to parry the guys with the poleaxes and spears, and then counterattack using a blunt weapon like a mace. There are 2 types of weapon damage in this game. One of them is slashing, which things like the two-handed sword does, and the other one is, I believe, thumping or blunt, something like that, staggering damage. And the heavily armored guys in this game are weak to weapons with blunt weapons. Weapons that do staggering damage. It's kind of the opposite of how it is in real life. In real life, maces were made to damage unarmored opponents or opponents wearing like chainmail, whereas plate armor was actually made to sort of disperse the force from blunt weapons. So you'd think that people with heavy armor like this guy would be more resistant to blunt weapons, but it's actually the opposite in this game. And if you time it like I did just now, just as they're raising their weapon to attack, you block and hit the attack button, the normal attack button, and you can take them out pretty easily. I'm going to enchant my weapon here with lightning damage. It makes sense that would do more damage against heavily armored opponents. So the next round in most sanctuaries is another mage and a mounted warrior. If you block in the direction of the mounted warrior, you take barely any damage. You can handle the mage. And then, as you can see there, you can actually parry their charge. Then do a finishing blow twice. That'll take them off their horse. They're actually a little more challenging, I find, off their horse. As you can see, you just have to be patient and sort of wait them out. Don't try to rush things or you're going to get attacked. And these guys can take out even like level 82 characters in just a few hits. The key is to wait until you have the perfect opportunity, like there, parry, and then hit the... I'm using a Steam controller, so it's the B button, but it's your interaction button. So you block, hit your light attack, just as he's raising to attack, and then you counter attack with your interact button. I missed a good opportunity there. Now, I think this shield is also level 0, so pretty much any class should be able to do this. I'm not 100% certain. This is my first time playing Salt and Sanctuary. The reason why I'm showing this, in part, is that one of my buddies and I are playing this co-op. I'm playing a knight, as you can see, and he's playing a mage. Just past the, I think it's called the Dark Woods or something like that. There's a sanctuary that belongs to this poison cult. Yeah. And we wanted to set up one of our own sanctuaries there, so we used one of the stained pages, but then we couldn't defeat the Guardians, and that made it so that the sanctuary was in between us and progressing through the game. So we looked online for tips, and it just seemed like everybody seemed to think you had to be level 60 or higher. So I researched the stats of the enemy, found that they were weak against blunt weapons, and that more heavily armored opponents like that are susceptible to parrying. So that's what I would suggest for clearing out these sanctuaries. I hope you found this useful. If you're a new player, this is really a good game. So once again, it's called Salt and Sanctuary. It's sort of Dark Souls meets Castlevania. And once you've cleared out the sanctuary, you can now set it up as your own and start putting down NPCs as you see fit. Well, thanks for watching. Bye.